Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see how the audio level is. Good morning. Good morning. Who do we got in here? Top of the morning, Oscar, Alexandria, Spiros, and then Geron. No, Gero3. Are you able to check Adam? I think it can reach 10.3 on a small pullback now. Yeah, we can take a look at that. We can take a look at that. Adam. Adam. Where is that thing? We hop right into it. Let's get right into Adam. 10.3, okay. A lot of work to get up there. Got a lot of work still. Not a hateful place though. I mean, yeah, you have supply above you here, but yeah, doesn't mean that it's going to work. Get another like daily order block situation here. But we're interested in this. This. Hmm. I see where you're coming from. I don't love the positioning right here locally. High, low, high. Potential break. I know one thing. I wouldn't target. I mean, I would definitely. This would be a significant target for me. Your structure from here to here has not returned to bullish on the 15. But I see the temptation to long here. So if you cover that low to get to that high, still 2.28, or are we talking more like a spot thing? Hmm. Yeah, I mean, from a spot perspective, I think you're in a pretty good spot. From a leverage perspective, not a terrible spot. Yeah, overall, I'm happy with this. That looks good. Maybe we should just adjust this to that weekly order block. Nah. But yeah, I still think there's significant resistance above us. Hey. But yeah, I fully understand the motivation along there. What's happening on market over and over here? Had a pretty significant, sorry, just checking Bitcoin real quick. Pretty significant amount of volume that came in right before market open. That pretty much is this guy right here. We have not lost that. I think signs still point up right now. All right. Yeah. I again though I think I would really target this primarily. Let me. Yeah. think it warrants some caution there. I have no idea whether this position is going to work. Um, None whatsoever. I just know that there's resistance there and to be prepared for it. But um, this to me seems a little bit more logical. Yeah, that to me seems a little bit more logical. Geronimo. Geronimo. All right. All right, holler if you guys have anything else you want to look at. Let's pop back over to Bitcoin for a minute. Mm, 8 hour was a little too much. A little too much. Let's see. Where did I leave off on Bitcoin? I think I left off Friday morning. Looking for a sweep of this low right here. Which we got that guy. We did manage to crawl up to the high, but we didn't really see any failure up there. Dip back below this range. Form some upward structure. Gonna tap this anchored VWAP. I still think Bitcoin looks in a pretty good position. Very interested to see if we're gonna take some lower liquidity first. But overall, I think this looks super healthy. Yeah, I think this looks super healthy. It's this daily order block here was the only place I was saying we may set a lower. Yeah, this was the only place I was really worried about prior to a run on the all-time high. And we getting there. We getting close. We getting close. We getting close. No, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Bitcoin. Need to see outside of that guy before I do anything myself. Man, I was so bummed. I longed longed yesterday. And I had MSL right there. Bastards. Bastards got me. They got me. Okay, that's been handled. Yeah, I think the big question for today is, do we have some manner of a break here, and are we going to put in a lower high for some manner of a lower low? I think that's the big question for today. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm. I don't know, man. I just don't feel like that's going to happen. I don't feel like that's going to happen. But can I get a different chart? This thing is looking ugly. It's looking ugly. Yeah, we gotta watch the Bears fight the Bulls today. It's the old Bears versus Bulls day. Yeah, I don't know. I, my gut tells me it's still up. My gut's telling me it's still up. But cool. What else do we want to look at, guys? I guess there's only a couple of you in here. You don't have any coins you want to look at? Because if you don't, then I'm just gonna go look at some stuff. It's pretty poor support here. Still feel like this is up though. I wanted to look at ADA. Yeah, I think overall Ada looks like in a pretty good position here. You know, I mean, I'm just thinking like, well, I think what I'm kind of interested to see if we get a altcoin run here. I feel like we're gonna see one. Speaking of which, what's ETH up to? Is ETH gonna lead the pack on this thing? Yeah, that looks pretty good too. All right. Well, I'm just gonna keep plugging along here. How about old Fartcoin? We can do old Fartcoin. I ain't seen that one in a minute. What do we have here? What do we have down here? I wonder what the hell I was referring to down here. I'm just gotta satisfy my own curiosity really quick. Ah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's just remove all the drawings and let's go to the weekly and figure out what the deal with this thing is. Well, going down there wouldn't be very bullish. This would, though. That's one area I definitely like on the chart. Let's go ahead and put it there. Three R up from that is what, a 60% movement in price? That's one area I like for sure. Let's get down to smaller time frame and sort of check this range out. Yeah, might not get down there though. At our low, at our high, got back down to discount, took out the high again, swept the low. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Be interesting to see. I definitely wish that there was better structure on this leg from here to here. Something that had a nice hump to it where we could see a clear break of structure. We don't have that. So that kind of makes this look almost like a little bit of a bear flag that could fail and take you down to here. Which I do like it better down there. Would that break 4-hour structure? Hold on, let me check. Now that's a big fat mess up there. Yeah, I don't really see 4-hour structure in that. It's inside bar. I'm leaning a little bit more. It's this right here that makes me think like that we could see this. Um, but it's a little counter trend because you have swept the low of this range, and this thing has been going up and to the right. Hmm. 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 Let's take a closer look here. Oh man, I still feel like this is up. Or rather, I wouldn't I couldn't short it unless you lost this low. Only then could I short it. So we'll put a short position on here. Good lord, I don't want to cover that high. I mean, it's just theory crafting here, so we'll do it for now. But yeah, I would I'd need to see, is that like 30 minute? No, it's not 30 minute. What are you, crazy? Probably like 10 minute. I'd want to see a pretty convincing close on the 10 minute. Or I couldn't touch that. Yeah, that's what I would have to short it. And until then, I am bullish. Until then, I am bullish. Until then, I am bullish. Well, here, let's kick this down the line. Move this over here. What's this thing doing? Nothing important yet. Nothing important yet. Um, yeah, I think I'm still, I mean, I'm still, yeah, whatever. I think for the most part, I'm done with this. I would say, there are lower areas on the chart in which, if it interacted with, would be a really good place to pay attention to. This whole zone right here, I would say that's a really good place to pay attention to for a swing long. Um, and in the more zoomed in price action, yeah, I'm here with it, with the exception that the target would be actually here. um, yep. That's where I am with that. I mean, I guess you could look for a short at the high. I don't. I'm not so convinced about that. When was the last time somebody found a good short in the last couple of weeks? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, so probably say, yeah, yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Morning, Luke. All right. What else you guys got? Am I just back to flipping through coins? God. Maybe we can set a couple of alerts on Bitcoin and move on with our lives. Well, let me do this. Did I favorite that thing? This. I want this. Exiting channel. Yeah, there we go. Got some alerts on that. We can move on with our lives. Let's see. I was looking at ADA. Still generally bullish on ADA above whatever this is, 77 cents. Yep. Yep. Yep, still generally bullish there. What else we got here? Algorand. Very much bullish on Algorand above 19 cents. Ape. Nobody wants to look at Ape. What's this thing up to? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if this one's overly interesting at the moment. Nope. Nope, not overly interesting. Oh, what was that? No. Let's see. I mean, this places weakness on this. What in the world is going to stop us? Not a lot. Yeah, I'm kind of neutral on this. Ondo link usuals. Let's do those. Let's do those. Ondo. Boy, everything kind of has a similar, little bit of an awkward stance today. Let's get all these old trades out of the way. Never filled that, huh? Okay. Hmm. 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 God, it's so boring. Bitcoin, what are we doing? Um, So I suppose the manner of concern for me, I guess, would be this. A potential break here. But it just didn't go very deep. This one's a wick, and then it got pulled again and took the high. Um, so I don't know, man. Like it's still hard for me to be bearish about this thing up here. I can't short it until you lose this. And I'd really prefer not to even short it there. I'd prefer to short it. Honestly, yeah, this is where I would prefer to short it after a loss of 97.47. That's really where I would prefer to short it, and I don't think I would target super low. I don't even think I'd target a new low. No, I'd probably target like that at the most in the event that we could lose that low. I don't think I would target more than right there. Now, what are we doing as far as this action goes? From that high to this low. No, we're not in discount anymore. Out of equilibrium. Hmm. So now I ask myself, okay, so if we set a low and we set a high and we swept the low and we swept the high, then this leg's got to break to target this again. We've got demand right here. So if there is a long, I kind of feel like it comes out of that area. Like I'd be looking, yeah, really this 30-minute order block right here is what I'd prefer to have. See if we can expand that zone a little bit. Still be interested in another run on that low. And have much higher targets for that. Hey, where'd my other position go? Yeah, I actually should have the same target. Yeah, I'm about there. So are we getting a little movement on Bitcoin now? Boy, I gotta decide if I want to short Bitcoin here. Yeah, we'll wait until the alarm goes off. But yeah, I think we need to talk about Bitcoin in hmm. Still feel like that's going up. Um, oh yeah, I wanted to let's see if I could expand this at all. Yeah, I still think a little lower would be nice. I mean, it really almost filled that inefficiency. It's pretty damn close. So maybe it doesn't go down that far. But I would prefer it to. Yeah, that's what I would prefer. Yeah, I don't know. What a dollar's a lot better to me. Or I'm sorry, I guess a dollar is down here. 1 point. Yeah, that's where I would. That's really where I'd like it. That's really where I'd like it. But I don't know. I don't know if it'll make it there. Just trying to think. I'm trying to think here. Part of me thinks if it's going to come back above that high, you target that or cover that low. Might be another kind of way to attack that. Though it would honestly make more sense to just fucking enter here. No, no, I take that back. I take that back. I'd like to see some manner of market structure shift coming out of this area. It doesn't need two drives in there, but I think it's this range right here that I'm like, okay, well, if we didn't really clear this high, then are we going to come back for this low again? Which is where I think I would rather see it crack that high and then go in for a run at the larger high at play. Yeah, there's a few ideas on Ondo. I don't think we can go any further than that. This would be a mitigation of the main support from this leg. This would be another sweep of the low for like a 1, 2, 3. And this would be a continuation of this leg. So I think those are all the longs I like. Finally, Bitcoin alert went off. I'm not going to short it. No. No, I don't see anything on here to short yet. I think I'd rather see if we get something like that. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to short that. But, you know, watch the Ondo play actually be this. Ondo looks more shortable in this area due to the fail on that range high. It looks slightly more shortable here. I think it's, you know, a little late on the entry. But yeah, this is interesting. All right, so we're down in that. It'd be nice to see it. Yeah. Yeah, so due to the failure at the range high, and then starting to break down a little bit here, I think it's best to see it come back up above this prior high before attempting a long, because we're like in this right now. I think it's better to come back up above that high. This high here at 10240. I think that's better. If we're gonna attempt this thing, I think it needs to be more like this. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I just haven't been in the mood to short for a while now, and I just don't think I'm going to start today. Even if I miss some shorts, I don't think that would bother me. Mhm. We can get rid of that guy. Yeah. That's why I think it's just better to wait for some mana structure. Now that has been filled. I feel bad because I'm just not shorting in these current market conditions, and maybe maybe that's the move right now. But I'll pass. I'll pass. I have no interest in it. No interest in shorting. So yeah, I'm just gonna pass on that. Does have a little bit of an inefficiency below it though. Anyways, we're gonna move on because I'm just not. Yeah, I don't think I have much more to offer on this. I don't. So we'll go do. Good Lord. Oh no. See, this is what happens. I look away from the chat for too long, and then I look back, and everybody's in here. Uh, hey, good morning, everybody. All you people. Alex, what's up? H bar ICP. Suie. Yeah. What's APT? Did we do APT? Did we talk about APT? I feel like we talked about APT. Did we not? Am I tripping? I gotta get I gotta lock in, man. You guys are all here now. Gotta lock it in. We shared some thoughts about APT. I think for APT, if you lose that low, that's how I want it to flow. I'm just personally not interested in shorting. So that's not the part. That's not the part I'm interested in. That is. Yeah, that's where I'm at with APT. But we still. What's the one I'm missing? Link. Link. Boom, boom. Ugh. Wish that didn't happen. Hold on, let me think about that. Let me think about that. Nah. Nah. I just don't I don't think that this high really correlates with this. I think you'd have to make a correlation between this low and this high and failure here to rotate back to there. I don't think it quite works the same out here because this leg of price that's coming down here broke here. So yeah, I don't feel that. We have down on the 15 here. Yeah, see, like these correlate. Bitcoin, could you give me some structure, please? That'd be really nice. Boy, my TA on this isn't a whole lot different than Ondo. I want to see us back up above this high. And that would be a place that I don't think you have a lot of protection on that trade, personally. That's a place I'd like to see. And that has to happen. Yeah, like, I don't want to lose that low. But we're dealing with the same problem of, you set a low, you set a high, we're down in discount, we sweep the high, so we have to pull the low again. That's a possibility. So this right here, I would say, is nowhere near a like premium setup, if you would. I much prefer this. And actually this. I think that was the one. No, this. These are the two I much prefer. But if price just keeps running up and to the right and never comes for these, this is like an alternative plan. And I'm targeting that high. Daily market structures bullish. Unfilled inefficiency here is problematic. So you break your daily market structure here. This section is unmitigated. I think this idea is still on the table. With the exception that probably... Oh, is that drawings in there? What is that muck? Yeah. Yeah. So that's still on the table. And then outside of that, yeah, I mean my more local ideas, we have covered those. Yeah, that's where I'd be with Link. That's where I'd be with Link. All right, let's see. Now we gotta keep moving. We gotta keep moving. What are we doing on time? 7:21. I got time. We gotta go. We gotta go. Suie. Do we do Suie? I don't know. I feel like I looked at Suie today, but maybe not with you guys. Let's take a look. Suie, 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 Suie. I think that was the last long idea on Suie. Oh, hit the wrong button on the mouse there. Chill out, mouse. Get in here a little closer. Yeah, I don't. I mean, this very much looks. Hold on. First of all, what the hell is this big gray box? So it's huge, and it's just the entire prior topping range from the first like big break. Okay, so let's first of all let's move this over here so it's not super in my way, and yeah, we'll just do that for now. So I'd say the objective of this is already hit. Which is this. And then you've taken the range low. This is where you really flip your structure bullishly from the leg here to here. I don't think it looks hateful. I don't think it looks hateful. I think I would approach this similarly to the others, though, where we've been kind of talking about these local ranges here, where like from here to here, and concern of breaking this range. And so for that reason, I think I would still prefer to be above this guy. I think I think this is an area I would be interested in if we ever revisited it. It's a long time away. If we do, is an area I would be interested in, and I would still be interested here. My OCD kicked in. Uh, yeah. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Oh, hey, bro, get back. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, that's where I'm at with that stuff. Hmm. 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 So to that respect, it would be a similar thing on Bitcoin. Well, that risk reward sucks, huh? Yeah, well, could be worse. Excuse me. Or what's lower on Bitcoin? I know we got some juicy zones down there. They're just a long way away. No, wrong chart. See, I can see a short opportunity on Bitcoin, but I think I have to pass. I feel like I have to pass on this. No. God, risk reward on that is fucking incredible, though. Yeah, with the potential of, so, yeah, god damn, the risk reward on that would be so fucking good. But I just can't bring myself to do it, man. I just can't bring myself to do it. And I'm sorry, I'm so behind on chat, you guys. I'm so behind on chat. I'm stuck on the charts over here. Yeah, like, yeah. Um, mm, boy, you were teasing me, Bitcoin. You are teasing me. Okay, so let me get back over to chat. So we did Suie. Oh, hey, Ordy. Yeah, we can take a look at Ordy. And syrup. Sure, we can take a look at those. Ordy and Suie, or syrup. Ordy. God, I haven't heard that one in a long time. Be cool if we had a little bit more history, but I would say that with the history that I do have, that there was a lot of demand in that area. Ordy returns its weekly market structure to bullish here. Hmm. Well, this makes me feel a lot better about the other charts we were looking at. I mean, this is that same local range. It broke up from it. This stuff down here looks accumulative to me. Um, it's just it's in the middle. It's in equilibrium with no. I just think it lacks protection here. I think it lacks protection. Okay, let me get back to Ordy. Keep this one easy. Let's get back down into discount. Fuck, am I gonna have to do it? No, I'm just gonna miss it. I'm just gonna miss it. I'm just gonna miss it. I don't care. I'm gonna miss it. Oh, what was the other one? Ethan Dot Syrup. Syrup. All right. I don't think I like this. I think I'd refine this way. Yeah, where it's at its equilibrium. Um, so it could go either way, honestly. The same way I would look at this, I'd probably look at this. Or rather, not probably, I would. And yeah, I would not take either of those personally myself, but that's the best I've got for you there. Let me do time check really quick. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. Uh, sorry guys. Sorry guys. Okay. Well, all right, let's do it over. Let's do it over. Let's do it over. Talking about fixed range volume profiles. Sorry. I should have just left it. I don't know why I muted it to begin with. I am only interested in volume that has not been interacted with yet. So when it comes to a fixed range volume profile, this leg of price here, from here to here, has already interacted with all of these candles. So I'm not interested in the volume that was traded here. I've no interest in that anymore. Now, so like from this point to let's just do this way. Okay. So from this low to right here, oh, magnet, you were driving me fucking nuts. From here to here, I'm interested in the volume. This is an area where I would look at volume. From there to there. I'm interested in that volume because it has not been interacted with yet. The same way as I would be interested in the volume from this low to current price here because it has not been interacted with yet. But like all of this stuff has been touched already. It's dead to me. All of this stuff has been touched already. It's dead to me. I'm only interested in the areas that have not had interactions with them yet. But that's no different than, which is also why I don't really use them that much, because like, let's go to the Bitcoin chart. The only things that you will ever see on my chart are things that have not been interacted with, right? Like when we put this idea on, it's because that low had never been touched. When I put this idea on, it's because that high had never been touched. When I put this supply block on the daily chart, the reason it's on my chart is because it had never been touched before. These three areas down here that I'm monitoring them because they have never been interacted with. I only use what has not been interacted with yet. If it's already been interacted with, I don't use it anymore. Because I'm looking for, it's just the way that smart money concepts work. I'm looking for fresh areas of like liquidity, not historical areas of support and resistance. So hopefully that helps. Sorry. Sorry about the no sound. Yeah, so like an NPOC for sure, right? So an NPOC for sure, I'm interested in an NPOC for that very reason, because an NPOC has not been interacted with. Where's my NPOCs? What is that on weekly? Let's flip that to daily. Yeah, so like there's an NPOC inside of this zone. That's this little dotted line right here. And there's an NPOC down inside of that zone. And there's I don't know, man. I don't know if I count that one. It's like it's trying to tell me that's naked, but I don't know about that. I don't know about the nakedness on that. Um but yeah, see, like that's something that's interesting. That's something that's interesting. Um these are interesting because they haven't been interacted with yet. They haven't been touched yet. So I'm only interested in areas of fresh active liquidity, not historical support and resistance. I don't use historical support and resistance. Yeah. So, boom, boom. What else do we want to talk about? I got about 10 minutes left. Congrats to anybody brave enough to short Bitcoin. I'm just not that guy. I'm just not that guy. Did I hit everybody's coins? Oh, I think I saw something about ETH and something else. What did I miss here? We did Suie. We did Ordi. I swear somebody asked about ETH, but it was like ETH and something else. H bar, ICP, we haven't done those yet. My bad. Injective. Okay, well, whatever. Let's hit some of those. H bar. We're gonna do. Yeah, we're just gonna have to fly through these pretty quick. Hey, what's up, doggles? Yeah, you're fine. Go ahead. All right. Let's see here. So daily structure broke bullishly here. So asset is bullish without a loss of 16,702, and it looks like it's forming a range up here. Let's drop down to like the 4 hour. So there's some inefficient price action down here. What we do, let's go check out this range. Let's get rid of this line. It is annoying me. Let's just, I don't know, make that go away. Mm. Hmm. Absolutely still interested at that low. And the amount of times that this has been working has been ridiculous, in my opinion. And what I mean by this and working is these sweeps of range lows. It just keeps happening all over the place. It keeps happening. So that's one area I'm interested in. And I kind of wouldn't be surprised if it does this. I'm just looking at the bullish volume coming in. This bullish volume is already engulfing this bearish volume, um, which would ultimately be a target up there. That's a big fat question mark. Obviously, the safer way to look at it is this way. But yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of bullish volume there. Yeah, it's just volume looks pretty good there. I think the safer way to look at playing a range rotation is probably here, though. Yeah, that's probably the much safer way to look at it. Okay, H bar. What else I miss? What else I miss? Injective. Did we do injective? I don't remember if we did injective. Should we talk about short on this? Is there any R's in it? No, I don't think there's a lot of R's in it. What's Bitcoin doing? Okay, injective. Ooh. A 15-minute candle body closes up there, and so we may just run injective. Hmm. No, I don't do social media. Alex O Teak. No, I don't do social media. Um, yeah, I can do a supply and demand video. Having a hard time picking them. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I meant to do it last weekend, but it was like Mother's Day weekend. It just didn't work out. Um, All right. I think I'm officially out of time, guys. I think I'm officially out of time. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna have to hit the road, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna have to hit the road. Um, what do we have on? What do we have on? What the hell was it? It was it's that shit that everybody trades these days. Ondo. Set some alerts on that thing. Okay. That means I just need an alert at the bottom. All is all over this chart. All right, gotta go, y'all. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully, hopefully it was worth your time. And y'all have a great day. All right. Good luck out there. Stay safe. Oh, I need another alert. Cheers.